Welcome back. Welcome back to Raw Card. Today we will be opening up a set booster box of Innistrad Crimson Vow. This is the vampire, almost like the sibling set to the Midnight Hunt werewolf one. Except today I'll be doing something a little bit different. I'll be splitting it into multiple videos. I think I want to try and cut down the time for each video. So just show you what we have. Each comes with a box topper. I'll leave that till the third video if I'm counting correctly. So it comes with 30. I will choose the middle stack and then we'll get into it. So I'll put that back. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Awesome. 10 packs. So these are the set boosters. They do have the art card in them. And also the chance for the list card. So is that the wrong way? There we go. So these two sets in particular, straight off the bat, have a foil. So it's supposed to be black and white, the basic lands. Full art, black and white, that one is a foil. We have the Witch's Web, Mold Graph Millipede, Mulch, Persistent Specimen, and our first uncommon, Grimm's Finery, Honeymoon Hearse, Dread Fugue, Wedding Security. That's a cool border that they've got on there. Vampire Soldier. You have a Ragged Recluse. I believe that is a transforming one. Maybe that's what it has. So all uncommons. Then we have a Dominating Vampire. 1, 2 red. Vampire creature. When it enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature with mana value less or equal to number of vampires you control until end of turn. Untap that creature. Gains haste until end of turn. Okay. And then our foil is a Storm Chaser Drake. We just get a token soldier. So I'm going to clean up these piles a bit. I think that's how we're going to go. Just going to split them. Uncommons, commons, rares, and then we'll have mythics up the top. Having trouble with these ones actually. Alright. That's the art card. We have a non-foil version of the mountain we just got. There you go. Spore Crawler. Sporeback Wolf. Wolf Strike. Rot Tide Gargantua. Just try and get that in focus there. Vampire's Vengeance. Skulking Killer. Falcon Wrath Celebrants. That's one with alternate border. Panicked Bystander. That is a transforming card. Cackling Culprit. Uncommon. Then we've got another one. Hookhand Mariner into a Riphook Raider. And a Dollhouse of Horrors. 5 mana, artifact 1 and tap. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Create a token, a copy of the exile card, except it's a 0/0. In addition to all other types. This creature gets a 1/1 for each construct you control. Gains haste until end of turn. Then a foil end of the festivities. Yeah. Then that's a day-night token. Having issues reading today, obviously. These set packs aren't opening very easy, actually. So looks like we have a list card here. Try and keep it to the end. That's the art there. It's quite nice. Then we have a full art forest. Shore Strike. Snarling Wolf. Hungry Ridge Wolf. Lightning Wolf. Markov Retribution. Hero's Downfall. Gluttonous Guest. Bloodsworn Squire. That is a transform one. Then a Bloodsworn Knight. Weary Prisoner. Another one. Wrathful Jailbreaker. And then we have a Edgar Charmed Groom. Other vampires you control get +1/+1. He's a 2 colorless, white and a black. When it dies, return it to the battlefield transformed. Which I believe is Edgar Markov's Coffin. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 white-black vampire. Put a bloodline counter on the coffin. If there's 3 or more, remove those, transform it. Ah, interesting. So when he dies, it's just hard to get rid of this. Basically need artifact removal. We have a Markov Waltzer as the foil, and the list card is a Sidisi Undead Vizier. Nice. Back to it. Okay. That's that art there. We have a full art plains. Nice. Evolving Wilds. Then the lands. Crushing Canopy. Sheltering Boughs. Undying Malice. Undead Butler. Arch Ghoul of Tharaben. Our first mythic. And it's a full art Kaya Geist Hunter. A colorless white, black, legendary planeswalker. +1 creatures you control gain Death Touch until end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature token you control. -2 till end of turn. 4 more tokens would be created under your control. Twice that many of tokens are created instead. -6 exile all cards from all graveyards. Create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying for each card exiled from all graveyards. It's pretty good. Put that up there. We've got an Unholy Efficient. We've got a Oakshade Stalker. Transforms into a Moonlit Ambusher. Put that down there. Then our rare is Path of Peril. 1/2 black sorcery. Destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. Foil is Militia Rallier. And then a zombie token. Tokens over there. Okay, looks like we have another list card. It's nice. I think this might be a different forest from before. Nature's Embrace. Rural Recruit. Militia Rallier. Aim for the Head. Fell Stinger. Skull Scab. Skull? Yeah. Markov Purifier in the alternate art. Got a Blood Crazed Socialite in the, I guess it's called alternate frame really. We've got a Binding Geist with a Spectral Binding, that's the transform. And then a Hiveheart Shaman, 3 in a green. Human Shaman, whenever it attacks, search your library for a basic land that doesn't share a land type with a land you control. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. 5 in a green, create a 1/1 green insect. Put X 1/1 counters, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control, only as a sorcery. And then we have a Helana and Elena partners. 2 red, green, Human Ranger first strike reach at the beginning of your combat. Put X 1/1 counters on another target creature you control, where it is this card's power. It gains haste until end of turn. Really good card. And then we have this card from Double Masters. Is that Double Masters? Expedition Map. Interesting. I'll put that up there. I think the idea that I wanted to do with these shorter videos is that I would be able to put the cost of cards up, or at least the cost of the ones that I think are over a certain amount. It's cool art. First, Swamp. Unhallowed Phalanx. Flourishing Hunter. Fierce Retribution. Sanctify. Diver Scab. Bordered Window. Falcon Wrath Celebrants. Restless Bloodseeker. Blood-Soaked Reveler. Cool card. Then we have a Kindly Ancestor. Transforms into a Ancestor's Embrace. Our rare is Death Cap Glade. I'll put that in the rares. Foil is Unhallowed Phalanx. And a Spirit Token. I will say that I've been playing a lot of Magic online. And I've actually been using a lot of Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt cards. But there's just so many that I don't really have all of them. So that is the Edgar... Was it? Yeah, Edgar Markov. Soren's dad, I believe. We have an Island Adamant Will. Fix up that pile. Parish Blade Trainee. Training is a cool mechanic that I enjoy. As you can see, whenever it attacks with another creature, greater power. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. I think that was also Evolve from Ravnica, maybe. Cobbled Lancer. Vile Spawn Spider. We have a Hollowhenge Overlord rare. For 2 greens, creature wolf flash. At the beginning of your upkeep, for each creature you control that's a wolf or a werewolf, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Interesting. What is this symbol? VOC. Donald, Herald of Wings. 2 and 2 blue legendary creature, human wizard. First, not first mythic, second mythic. Whenever you cast non-legendary creature with flying, you may copy it. Except the copy is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. Do this once each turn. It's an interesting pull just then. I don't think that's part of the normal rares of this pack. We have a Ballista Watcher as well as a Gluttonous Guest there. No, so we get a normal rare as well. And then a Ballista Wheeler. And a Consuming Tide, 2 blue. Sorcery, each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to their owner's hands. Then you draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hand than you. Good card. Our foil is Voldaran Epicure. And a blank token. That was interesting just then. I don't think I've ever seen that. Nice card. Mina Harker. Interesting. A mountain that we've gotten 3 times. Supernatural Rescue. Nebelgast Beguiler. Heron Blessed Geist. Wander Light Spirit. Screaming Swarm. Reclusive Taxidermist. Innocent Traveler. That is a transform. Malicious Invader. Blood Petal Celebrant. Lantern Bearer. We have a Catilda Dawnhard Martyr. 1/2 white legendary creature, Spirit Warlock. Flying lifelink protection from vampires. Powerful. Power and toughness are equal to the number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments. And then it has a disturb with a flip. And a Kaldita's Rising Dawn. Chain creature has flying lifelink protection from vampires. And it gets XX, where X is the number of permanents. Interesting. It's a nice card. Laid to Rest foil. And then a Night Day token again. Just clean up these piles. Yeah, I don't know. I do really like all of the planes, especially Innistrad. I think that was one of the ones that was returned to Innistrad, or can't remember. Like Avacyn Restored was one of the ones that was starting when I was starting Magic. Kind of the same as the Return to Ravnica, I guess that's what it was. So I do have a fond place for the vampires and werewolves. Nice art. Can't tell if it's supposed to be that way, I think. The little horsey man there. Then we've got an island full art. Heron of Hope. Travelling Minister. Unholy Officiant. Steel-clad Spirit. Crawling Infestation. Retrieve. Got a Thundering Nightmare. Rare. Got that little symbol again, VOC. Don't know what it means right now. Markov Waltzer. Got a Desperate Farmer. So very desperate. Then a Depraved Harvester. By invitation only. 3, 2 white sorcery. Choose a number between 0 and 13. So you get to choose it. Each player sacrifices that many creatures. It's an interesting choice. each player sacrifices that many creatures. Interesting. Steelclad Spirit. And a blood token, last one for the video. So I probably would have cut it down, or cut down the bits in between where I keep cleaning up the piles because it's a mess. It's cool art. We have a swamp. Sedgarder's Imprisonment. Piercing Light. Vampire Slayer. Brambleworm. So I imagine what I was trying to get at was hopefully, so Spiked Ripsaw. Hopefully the video is not too long, trying to cut it down. Bloodsworn Squire. The alternate art. I think that is. It's actually really nice. Blood Crazed Socialite. Child of the Pack. And a Savage Packmate. Drogskull Inventory. Turns into Drogskull Armaments. And then we've got our third. Let's drop that. We've got our third mythic. It is a Maniform Hellkite. 2 red and 2 flying dragon. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX red dragon illusion creature token with flying and haste. X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Exile that token at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, not bad. Yeah. Then our foil is a Spore Crawler. Makes me feel uncomfortable looking at that artwork. I don't like that. And then a minigame. Alright, awesome. So that was our first 10 packs. Next video will be the next 10, and then third one will be the last 10. So it's either that or just split it into 15-15. Depends what everyone's feeling. But other than that, let's get 4 out. Other than that, thank you for watching this video. And come back next time for us to finish off the box in the next couple of videos. Yeah. Thank you.